All right, so an important thing to note on this one is that there are 4 more problems coming on slide number 2. So if you're looking for 71, 72, 73, or 74, that's coming in the later part um, of the video, and you can advance forward if you wanted to see those. But let's start out here. Okay, a big idea here when we're starting out is we take the expression that we've got and we rewrite it and put parentheses wherever there's a variable, and then we sub into that parentheses the value of the variable. Q, in this case, they're telling us to evaluate it as Q is equal to -3. So we put -3 in there. And then we just use order of operations to simplify it. Negative times negative is positive, so -3 times -3, positive 9. And 9 plus 7 is 16, and that is our answer. Okay, let's go over here to 68. Well, I want you to do this, okay? If it says negative of, notice that there's already parentheses going on, and then we have to add parentheses inside the parentheses because we need to put parentheses where there's a variable, okay? So what we then do is we put brackets for the outside parentheses, and we say for parentheses, that's where the value of Q is going to go, and close them. And what is Q valued at? It is valued at -3. And then you simplify what's inside the brackets. Okay, 4 times that -3 is -12. I can put now, because we're getting rid of the parentheses inside by multiplying this. So now we can return the brackets to what they were, which is parentheses. Okay. Now this negative sitting out front says take the negative of -12. Or what's the opposite of -12? The opposite of -12 is +12, and that is what our solution is. Okay, and we're going to continue on. Q minus 8. We need to put parentheses wherever there's a variable. What is the value of Q? We know Q to be -3. And what do we do from here? Well, where -3 take away another 8, then that becomes -11. And we're done. Pretty straightforward. And finally, for this slide, 5 parentheses, -6, and P is valued at 5. They're telling us to use P equals 5 for this. Okay, so we sub that in. Order of operations is do the multiplication first. 5 times 5 is 25, -6 is 19. That's our answer. Let's box it. Yep. So those are those first 4 problems. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing again. If there is a variable inside parentheses that already exist, we're going to make those outside parentheses into brackets. Now we say negative brackets 2 parentheses for the value of P, close the brackets, squared. And what is that value of P? It is 5. And we say the negative of, and we'll put parentheses around what that is. We get a 10 there, squared. Okay. Now we're not squaring -10. What we're squaring is simply the 10. And 10 times 10, 10 squared, is 100. So we've got the negative of this part. I like to say that exponents are lazy. Exponents only want to do as little as possible. They want to act on as little as possible. Are they forced to act on the negative? Nope. They're just acting on this base right here that's sitting right next to. Okay. If we wanted to act on things further away, we'd have to put those things in parentheses to trap them with this 10. And that's not what's going on right now. So that. Okay. And the negative of 100 is just -100. That's an answer. That's what we want. Okay, next one. We say 7 parentheses minus 7 parentheses. And in those parentheses, we're going to put the value of Q. They tell us is -3. And the value of P, they tell us as 5. And now we simplify. 7 times -3, -21. Minus 7 times 5, 35. Okay? And now you're subtracting, I like to describe this as uh, like you're scuba diving, right? You're 21 meters below the surface. If you're 21 meters below the surface and then you go down 35 more meters, you're even lower, okay? So we combine those two numbers. Let's see, negative 56. We're now down at negative 56 or 56 meters below zero if we did that. Okay. Continuing on, number 73. We have parentheses there. That means we make the outside parentheses into brackets and the inside parentheses we put to sub in the values. Okay. We need to sub in the value of P, which is 5. We need to sub in the value of Q, which is negative 3. And 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. So we've got now in parentheses negative 15. Okay. This was saying square whatever this result is. And the result of it is negative 15. So that's what we square. We do negative 15 times negative 15. So what's negative times negative? It's positive. So we're going to get a positive number at the end. And what's 15 times 15? I just happen to know that it's 225. If you don't happen to know that, you might want to write it down on a piece of paper, do it out longhand, and do the calculations yourself. Okay, that's the result. And finally, 2q divided by 4p, 2q divided by 4p, and because there's parentheses around that, we need to now put that in brackets and put what's in P in the parentheses. So 2q, q is negative 3, divided by 4 times P, P is 5. Okay? And because we have to do order of operations first, before we do this multiplication up front, we're going to just keep that as that for a second. And we have to solve what's in parentheses or in the brackets. 4 times 5 is 20. That becomes a 20. Okay? Now when we do this, we multiply left to right. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And we are dividing that negative 6 by 20. So as a result, we then get negative 6 divided by 20, which you could write it as a fraction. You could write it as a decimal. And essentially what you get is negative 6 over 20, or negative 3 over 10, or another way to say it, and you can write it down here. We can say, I'll just write over here, negative 6 divided by 20. Okay, we'll forget about the negative for a second, and we'll just add it on at the end because we know that negative times positive is negative. So we'll have the answer be negative, but let's just do this math over here. Okay, 20 goes into 6 0 times, but we can annex a 0 and add it on. And now 20 goes into 60 3 times. 20 times 3 is 60. And you get 0.3, negative 0.3, or otherwise known as, another way of writing it is negative 6 over 20, which is negative 3 over 10. Those both say negative 3/10. Okay. Let me just check real quick. What does the book say about this as your book answers? You've got as answers for number 74. They write it as a fraction, negative 3/10. Either one of those forms is fine though. Okay, and that's it.